What's up, Taurus? How are you doing? We're going to give a little general forecast for you guys for the next 6 to 8 weeks, okay? Little general forecast here. See what's going on with y'all. See what timelines you're on. And we're also going to look at new things coming in, okay? So, if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading with me, please look in the description box of this video. Remember, that is the only way to schedule a personal reading with me. You have to look in the description, okay? Anyway, let's do a quick vibe check between you and the person that you're dealing with here, okay? I want to do a quick vibration check to see how your all's energies are behaving, whether you're involved with this person currently or separated. I primarily specialize in energy behavior, okay? Doesn't matter if you live in the same house with this person or 3 states away. Your energy is still behaving in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and that's what we're going to look at here. Vibe check between Taurus and the person they are connecting with, universe. All right. The Emperor. Could be an Aries for some of you, but I kind of feel like there's a bit of headbutting going on here. Because I really honestly feel like, well, that's definitely your energy right there, no doubt about that. But I really feel like maybe both of you are kind of coming at each other like this, you know? Kind of butting heads a little bit. You know, my way or the highway. No, my way or the highway. No, my way or the highway. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let's get 3 shuffles here. 1, 2, and 3. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. All right. Okay, so you're still very nervous about this right here. Okay, I do see an attempted reconciliation here. I do. Okay, I really think I see an attempted reconciliation and an apology coming through here, you know, but this makes you very, very nervous. I think it's more than likely the person that you're dealing with here who wants to reconcile or apologize. And it's really hard to say here because I feel like you're nervous about this. This connection and this situation isn't something that up to this point has brought you anything that serves your highest good. I don't really like to use that phrase, no longer serves me. Everything is always serving you something. The question is, what is this serving me? Is this serving my highest good? Or is this serving the detriment of my vibration? And that's what this is serving you. Okay, you're very, very nervous and shaken up about this connection here. Some of you are very, very nervous to even talk to this person. It's just, I don't know, man. It doesn't look very good. The person you're dealing with here, basically, they're coming back, bringing forth the same energy that caused the problem. You know, we see that happen all the time. And they have their guard up anyway. So if I come to you and I'm guarded, you know, picture a scared cat. Y'all ever been around a scared cat? You know, there's a scaredy cat. You could just reach up and scratch your ear, and they could flip out and just at any sudden movement. You know, so that right there is a really, really rocky, volatile type of you know, energy to be in anyway. And it could have been a third party situation for some of you. Could have been. Okay. This isn't moving very fast here. The person that you're dealing with here hasn't done really anything to change who they are or any type of inner work. Not that it's only their job. You both have to do inner work if you both want to get to a frequency where this was to work out. But with the Eight of Swords here and the 7 of Wands, Knight of Wands reversed, 10 of Cups reversed. Again, they're bringing back the exact same energy that was used to create the problem. Okay? Very, very simple. So I really think at the end of the day, more than likely, you're just going to drop this right here. This was divine intervention. There was no accident behind this separation here. And this is an attempt to repeat the cycle, is what I'm saying. All right. What is the most likely outcome and the advice here? Most likely outcome and advice for Taurus in this situation. We're going to look at the most likely outcome and the best advice in one spread. 10 of Cups reversed. Again, it was in the last spread too. I don't know if you saw that. Okay, 10 of Cups reversed. It's not going to be successful. Even those of you who do end up attempting to genuinely reconcile, all you're going to do is repeat the cycle. Okay, 1, I don't know. I think a lot of you aren't even going to do that, though. 2. And 2 more shuffles here. There we go. Okay, yeah, see, 9 of Swords again. All this is really going to do is make you nervous. Yeah, it's not going to be anything successful, I don't think. Okay? It's not. Though I think most of you aren't even going to try to play that game because you just know. Some of you, it's been an on and off thing where you've already repeated this cycle at least once, some of you more than once, but I don't think you're going to go along with it. You're not going to go along with it. You're actually moving on to bigger and better things that actually have a higher success rate, a potential for success, It's very important, though, to distinguish the difference between your ego and your intuition. I know I'm repeating myself for a lot of you who have followed me for a while, but we have new faces in here all the time, and this is a very important piece of advice. Distinguish the difference between ego and intuition within you, okay? That doesn't mean that one is better than the other. That is not what that means. What it means is the goal here is to get the ego and the intuition working together on the same team. The vast, overwhelming majority of us have the volume knob on the ego cranked all the way up, and it drowns out the intuition, okay? So the first thing we have to do is distinguish which one's which. People say, how do I become more intuitive? Well, you don't become more intuitive, first of all. But the very first step is figuring out which one is my intuition, which one is my ego, okay? That's the first step, all right? And once we get that that we can tell the difference. Oh, okay, that's my ego. Okay, that's my intuition. Once we start to figure out which one's which, then we can work on turning the volume knob down on the ego, which is a whole other process here. But especially moving forward, if I were you, don't go out and try to date around and play the field right now, especially if you're still shaking up like this. This is not a very good frequency to be entering into a new relationship in right now. But let's look at new things coming in, though. Because again, you had that Page of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, you do have new things coming in. Let's take a look at that. Remember, your number one priority is healing. I'm not saying don't date anybody. I'm not saying don't accept anything new in at all. But don't put that as your number one priority, especially if you're currently broken. Okay? If you're currently in a broken or vulnerable or, you know what I mean, or an empty, lonely place, your very first priority is getting up out of that frequency, okay? And I promise you, a new relationship is not going to make that happen. No, it is not. It'll make things worse, okay? Let's see. Let's look at the new person coming in for Taurus here. Ooh, okay. There is a high potential for success here with this, okay? Could be a fire sign for some of you. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Let's get 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. The new things coming in for Taurus. Moving forward for the next 6 to 8 weeks, universe. Boom, Page of Pentacles reversed. The Death in the reverse. Okay, 10 of Wands in the upright. All right, so I really feel like, again, there's this High Priestess in the reverse. You're really trying to intuitively feel this out. A lot of you are really up in your head overthinking this, okay? Again, you're still carrying burdens from the past. Which, again, for those of you who have followed me for any amount of time at all, that's very, very frequent when we're dealing with a new situation. And that's fine. Like I just said, I'm not saying go be alone. I'm not saying go isolate yourself. We have to begin the healing process first. Some of you are dealing with an air sign, and I kind of feel like communication is a little bit weird and back and forth because this person's still kind of feeling you out. They can sense a really, really heavy, I don't really want to say that, well, some of you could be wearing it on your sleeve, but others of you, they can sense that something is off, that maybe you're a little bit worried, or maybe that you're something, they can't quite put a finger on it, but they just really, really feel that something's troubling you, okay? So in response to that, they may kind of be a little bit hot and cold, and that may be really, really, really confusing you because, again, they're a little bit hot and cold and hot and cold. So you're trying to think, man, what's this person's problem? Are they trying to use me? They trying to manipulate me? Could be a Scorpio for some of you. No, I don't think so. They're just, they really, really, really feel that something is weighing down on you. They feel it. They feel it very heavily. So they're responding to the vibe that you're putting off, which is kind of, they're just kind of hot and cold, and they may communicate with you a whole lot one day and then not a whole lot the next, especially if you're kind of giving off the vibe that you don't really want to be bothered, or that you may be a little bit easily irritated. Maybe they're like, okay, well, let me back off a Taurus, Let's see what this person's true intentions are. New things coming in for Taurus. This is for new love. New person coming in next 6 to 8 weeks. What is this person's true intentions, and how do they feel? What's this person's true intention, and how do they feel? 2 more shuffles. Last one. Strength in the reverse. All right. Page of Swords reversed. See? They got a lot of feelings for you. They really do. They really, really do. And they're really, really back and forth, okay? This is new, brand new, uncharted territory, and they're a little bit nervous, But again, communication's a little bit on and off, because they really, really, really have a lot of feelings and a lot of passion for you. A lot, okay? But they don't want to come off weird. They don't really want to push you away, if that makes any sense. They're trying to hold back. It's kind of draining, honestly. They feel a little bit drained, because they really, really want to make a good impression. They really want to make a good impression, and they don't want to push you away. But at the same time, again, they can kind of sense that you're a little bit unhappy. So they could be like really second guessing themselves, like, well, damn, is it something I said? Am I being weird, or am I being awkward? Or, you know what I mean? Like, there's something big here that is really, and again, I really think it's your past energy. Okay. And that's no fault to you, but you are still carrying pretty heavy burdens from the past. You do appear to be very independent. They can see, okay, well, it looks like there's a bit of an intimidation here. Okay. They're a little bit intimidated, but I don't see them, with a desire to manipulate you, or play games with you, or lie to you, or use you, or anything like that. I don't see any of that. They got a lot of feelings and a lot of emotion, but they just don't really know where you stand. And they don't want to come across awkward and weird and push you away or anything like that. But again, honestly, this is starting to drain them a little bit, and they are wondering whether or not they should just drop it and leave you alone, because you're not really coming across like you're very interested. Okay, so most likely outcome and the best advice here. Most likely outcome and the best advice for Taurus moving forward for the next 6 to 8 weeks. It's the most likely outcome, but then what's the best advice too? Very important that I put those two in the same spread, because the outcome could say one thing, but you could be given advice to change that outcome. Those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that when I got my very first tarot card reading, that I didn't go searching for a reading. I didn't even know what the hell a tarot card reading was. And this person just randomly said, I need to read for you for some reason. I don't know why. Now it makes perfect sense. But that's what she told me. She says, it's very important that you understand that you can change this outcome. Okay? And there was a situation that happened in my reading where I had to change the outcome. I really did have to change it. It was read correctly, but I was like, no, I'm not cool with that. And I had to dig my heels in and do some work and change what was happening, change my timelines. And I'm glad that I did. I didn't even know. I never would have imagined in a million years that I'd be a tarot card reader at that point. But that stuck with me. That's why I give advice. Okay? An outcome and the advice. See what I'm saying? Just in case they're two different things. But boom, yeah, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. So I don't really think this is ever going to reach a point where this is stable and healthy. And I just really feel like this is just going to turn into something that's very, very scattered and unorganized between the two of you. I don't really see the two of you ever really getting on the same page, honestly. Two more shuffles. Okay, yeah, the Chariot. Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. I see you moving on from this. You're moving on from this and keeping yourself kind of busy right now, you know? You're doing the best that you can. I feel like right now this is really hard to sit with. The things that you're moving away from are really hard to sit with. And a new person coming in, sounds good on paper, but right now I think it's a little bit distracting. It's a little bit distracting. And more than likely, I feel like you're moving on from this right here, okay? Because Queen of Pentacles upright, King of Pentacles reversed. I just don't really see the two of you actually getting on the same page. There is potential here, but I don't really see that potential being utilized. What's the best advice? Okay. Right now, I don't think that the two of you would make a very good team simply because of the vibration that you're in. If those of you who actually do see potential here and you want this to work out, it's very important that energetically you have to put a wall between this connection and your healing. And they have to understand that. You have to make it very, very clear. This has nothing to do with you, okay? I have to heal and I have to get myself into a good vibration and a good spiritual, psychological, and emotional place if you want this to, you know what I mean? I'm just not in the right headspace right now. So please give me some space and allow me to do my thing and allow me to heal, okay? And if they actually get on that page with you, they can. It's going to require patience on both parts. Then the two of you could work together as a team. But if not, okay, then don't. But learn to find faith in any given situation. Learn to trust the process, okay? So a lot of things that are going to be coming up for you here lately are going to be new doorways of opportunity that open for you that it's going to require a leap of faith. Those of you who are done repeating those old cycles, you're going to have to do something new if you want to experience something new, okay? That doesn't mean that every little thing that you do is going to be an immediate success, but you have to practice trusting the universe and taking a leap of faith. Trusting the universe and taking a leap of faith, okay? It's much easier said than done. But right now, your number one priority, what is it? What is it? What do I always say? Healing, getting your strength back, and getting to a much, much more peaceful spiritual, psychological, and emotional state of being. That's your number one priority. Then relationships. Then work, career, and money. And all that good stuff will follow suit, okay? So this is kind of split down the middle, 50-50. At the end of the day, with this new connection, it's all up to you. If you can go inside and say, I really think that this is worth it, then put forth the work and then the effort on yourself to get to a place where this would be successful. If you go inside and you say this isn't worth it right now, then deuces, bye. There is no right path, wrong path. There's this path with this experience and this path with this experience. It's up to you. The choice is yours, okay? Anyway, I do feel like that was your message, Taurus. I am going to go ahead and end this little reading here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along and showing love, support, and positive feedback on my channel every day. I greatly appreciate it, y'all. Don't forget to look in the description box of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.